Call to order the regular school board meeting of the Madison Central School District on Monday, December 9th at 5:30 p.m. And Mr. Brooks, if you could record the members present or absent. I will establish a quorum. Hello. And we'll start off by standing up for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. The agenda is in front of you. I would accept a motion to go ahead and approve that. So moved. Second?
Second.
Okay, first by Melanie and a second by Joel. All those in favor, please vote by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Next item on our agenda is consent agenda items 7 through 9. If we need to pull anything out, we sure can. Otherwise, I would take a motion to approve those. Okay. Jordan, do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Joel. Okay, all those in favor, please vote by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Next agenda item is to consider approval of the open enrollment applications 2512 through 2516. Mr. Jorgensen.
Yep, and it'd be family of the 7th, 5th, and 4th grade, and a family of the 7th and 1st grade, and we would recommend approving those open enrollments.
Okay. Can we go ahead and get a motion?
So moved.
Okay, Joel, and do we have a second?
Second.
Okay, Melanie. All right, any discussion on the motion that's on the floor? All right, hearing none, all those in favor of the motion, please vote by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Next item is number 11, which is hearing of delegations and written communications. Is there anybody here besides the Best Buddies program that wanted to talk to us tonight? Okay. All right, we'll go on to the main event, number 12, Best Buddies presentation. Gotta get my glasses on. Ready? Yes, we are ready. You have the floor.
My name is Marcy Hoffman. I am the advisor of Best Buddies. We're going to give you a small presentation about our organization and what we do and what we're about. Go ahead, Dan.
I'm working on it.
Okay, my name is Angel Bruna. I'm a senior. I'm one of the presidents of Best Buddies this year. Best Buddies is an organization that's nationwide around South Dakota and all the states. The organization encourages individuals with disabilities and without disabilities to meet once a month outside of the school day to participate in activities. The overall goal of Best Buddies is to form genuine friendships and events each month. There's a lot of things that make it fun. A few different activities we've done this year are the DSU parade. We painted pumpkins at Pete's Ranch, and in November we had a Thanksgiving meal at the Methodist Church. We gathered for a meal there and played bingo. And then yesterday we had a Christmas party in Sioux Falls with other Best Buddies organizations just around South Dakota. And in January we will go to Cherry Lanes to bowl for a few hours and just hang out. There's 2 requirements that you need, which are to show up and have fun. We have been fundraising to make each event free for those who want to attend. Attending is not a burden to anyone who might want to participate in our events. We did a penny war and pie throwing event last month and raised $207. We are currently helping with Kiwanis and will accept our application reward for $500 so that way we can keep the rest of this year's activities free. Thank you.
Here's a photo of our pie throwing event. You'll see Mr. K and Mr. Cooper were so generous to donate their faces. And there were 5 students who threw pies at them during study hall during a few weeks ago, and we had to bring $1 to be able to come, and we had a packed gym. So we're very thankful for those who came and watched. Go ahead, Kenan.
Hi, I am Kenan Amicia, and I am in the 8th grade. Next year I will be in high school. Who can participate in Best Buddies? All 9th to 12th grade students with some expectations. For Chris and I, who are in the 8th grade, all Madison Central School District students are welcome, and any student with and without a disability who started the Best Buddy chapter in Madison, South Dakota. Mrs. Schultz, Ms. Kingery, and Mr. Shaw. Mrs. Schultz for that Brandon School District in Brandon, South Dakota was doing Best Buddies, and she thought it might be something Madison should incorporate into our district, so that Ms. Kingery and Mr. Shaw partnered together to figure out how to get it started in our school. They appointed Mrs. Hoffman as the advisor. This is the 3rd year Best Buddies has been going on. Who sees the importance of Best Buddies? Those involved in Best Buddies, those in the community who get to be a part of the experience. Once a month, our teachers and staff want to see inclusion happen in our district.
Very good.
Hi, my name is Nathan Hazelton. I'm a senior and I'm the event coordinator and planner. So why Best Buddies? Best Buddies has allowed me to get involved. Through the once-a-month activities, I've been able to make new friends and connect with people I might not have connected with before. The once-a-month activities are really fun and enjoyable. So why get involved? It provides opportunities for friendships to form. It gets students involved. It gives them a purpose that they might not have known existed before. And the last, why is Best Buddies important? It's a club organization for students to participate in, and just like many other clubs or organizations offered at Madison Central School District, Best Buddies give students chances to feel included and to participate in something they might not have participated in before. Through our once-a-month activities, it gives students opportunities to try new things, like bowling or going to the movie theater. This allows them to explore something.
Hi, my name is Channing. I'm a junior and I'm the social media director of Best Buddies. If we want something that we can put online, we have Dan Hall or Dr. Cook put it on the website for us. And then we have a bunch of advertisements in our case out there. It's just down that hallway by Marcy's classroom. And we meet in the lunchroom once a month and make door decorations for the Bethel Nursing Home and the Heritage of Peaceful Pines. They use the door decorations to decorate their apartment doors, and this brings their building a little cheer. The other location is somewhere in the community where we gather for our once-a-month activity. For example, the bowling alley, movie theater, pizza ranch, and then the community center. And then we get our funding from fundraising. We've had a variety of different fundraisers, like the hat day, the pie in the face. We shaved Mr. Cooper's head last year. And along with us waiting for our application with approval for Kiwanis, we continue to fundraise just throughout the school. Our goal is to make as many events free as possible for students, so we'd like that. We hope that Best Buddies will grow and one day be able to incorporate Best Buddies matches into the program. Schools like Brandon matches students together with the hope that friendships will form outside of the events once a month. Some matches go to supper together or attend a movie. Madison is not at that point right now, but it will be once we continue.
Hi, my name is Jordan Vanilla. I am a senior. Where do you meet? Our events typically happen on Sundays. We meet once a month. Sundays seem like the day of the week with the least amount of other activities. We we have good attendance when we host events on Sundays. Leadership also meets once a month to make sure everything is lined up for upcoming events, and make sure everyone is on the same page. When do you have new ideas? We are always open to new ideas and trying something new. Yesterday we did something new by attending the Christmas party in Sioux Falls with other area best buddies at the Special Olympics building. It was a lot of fun. They had karaoke, cookie decorating, crafts, bingo, and gym time. We will also be doing something new by doing a 50 fundraiser on January 23rd during a basketball game to raise some money for our account. When do you decide on activities? In July, before the school year starts, the leadership meets at Scooter's Coffee where they plan out the entire year. This year our leadership consists of 13 people with various roles.
Hi, my name is Michael Deloney and I am in the 9th grade. How have your last 3 years been? Best Buddies has gotten better over the last 3 years. The first year was a trial run. The second year had some good improvements. The third year has proven to be more organized and successful. We learned we need to advertise, otherwise people don't show up. Jordan and I make announcements with our devices over the intercom. We hang posters up and have a display in the glass case, and that highlights upcoming events and events we have had in the past. I think each year we will grow and get better and better. How can you help? Some ways you can help are through monetary donations, supporting Best Buddies, sharing our advertisements, and learning more and more about inclusion. How much fun have you had? We have a lot of fun. We laughed a lot and try not to take things so seriously. We've also made some great friends, and that helps make the events fun.
Hi, my name is Davy Shaw. I'm a senior and one of the presidents of Best Buddies. The purpose of Best Buddies is inclusion. Everyone deserves to feel a part of something special, and Best Buddies is one of the ways that all students can come and feel included and a part of something special. We understand that students have very busy lives and are involved in many activities in high school, so we provide a couple of different ways for them to get involved. One is during study hall, where they can help make door decorations, and the other is during our once-a-month activities. We also have other activities such as making Christmas ornaments for our Christmas tree display outside Miss Hoffman's room. We hope to win the Chamber Tree competition. Please consider voting for our tree. We want to win back the title. We lost last year by a few votes. Leadership has 13 individuals who each bring valuable ideas to the leadership meetings. Each idea and suggestion has helped make Best Buddies better and improve the overall experience for everyone involved.
Hi, I'm Riley Anderson. I'm a junior, and I'm the other event coordinator. So why is it important to have teamwork at Best Buddies? Teamwork is a huge reason Best Buddies has been successful the last 3 years and continues to be successful. Our leadership works together well and models leadership characteristics for those who attend the Best Buddies events. One of the ways we show teamwork is by creating our events. In July, everyone gets a voice to express what activities they would like to see happen the next school year. Through healthy discussions, the yearly calendar was created. We are always open to suggestions and ideas. We know our organization is not perfect and has room for growth.
So they're going to talk about some of the activities that we do. So Caden Reberts is going to talk about our DSU parade. Do you remember going to the DSU parade, Caden? Did we throw candy and yell, pizza party? And we listened to, you got a friend in me, no? All right, so here are some of the photos. So, oh, you ready? Okay, do you want to stand up? No? Okay, you don't have to. All right, you got a friend in me, is that what we listened to?
Yes.
Yep, and did you sit in the front of whose pickup truck? With Daphne, she drove, and it was Mr. Shaw's truck, wasn't it?
Mrs. Shaw's truck.
Yep, and you didn't throw out any candy, but you yelled really loud, "Pizza party!"
Pizza party.
Yeah, and we took some photos with our best buddies, right? So you see Michael up there holding a flag. Someone walked by and gave them some flags, and Caden's in the front, your thumbs up, right? And the girls there, and then our group photo was shown earlier. But DSU Parade has probably been one of the most favorite activities that the kids have enjoyed participating in. It just kind of gets them out in the community, allows them to throw candy if we like. We've had some really amazing people donate candy. Melinda's behind us. She's been great about giving us candy each year, and then others bring it too, so that helps us make our event successful. And then, yeah, they have a good time. Anything else you want to add, Kaden? Nothing? Do you enjoy the DSU parade?
Yes.
Yeah, do you got a joke for Steve before we go to the next slide? Got a Santa Claus joke? Maybe it'll warm up in a little bit and you can tell your joke. How does that sound? All right, you can go ahead, Dan. All right, Chris, can you tell them, do you want to stand up? Can you tell them what we're doing in those photos? Where are we at?
Pizza Ranch.
Pizza Ranch, and what are we painting?
Pumpkin.
Pumpkins, yeah. So in October we got together on a Sunday night and we painted pumpkins. Okay, do you remember which pumpkin you painted? Do you see yourself up there? I'm not sure if you're in one of those pictures. Do you remember what you painted though? Did you paint a ghost?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you took it home and put it on your step?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we were able to get the pumpkins donated by Mr. K.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went out to his farm and we picked them one day, and he was able to give us all the pumpkins, and then we just had to buy the paint and do all of that. And then if you wanted to eat the buffet, you had to bring your own money. Otherwise, there was some candy on the table to hold you over until you got home. But they painted pumpkins. Did you have fun, Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you like to go back?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. Do you have anything else to add?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right. This is a picture of our Thanksgiving meal. The Methodist Church is so kind to let us use their basement. And then Sue Warrens and Marty Warrens help us with some of the prepping. Mr. Shaw helped us last year make the turkeys. This year they helped us make the turkeys. It's not in my wheelhouse, so I have to ask for help. So people come and we gathered in their basement. We played bingo and we ate a meal together, and it was a lot of fun. They went home full, and yeah, so this is some pictures from our event that we did in November. And then yesterday, like a couple of people have said, we went to Sioux Falls for their first annual holiday Best Buddies event, where they took surrounding area Best Buddies. So it was Brandon and Harrisburg and Roosevelt and one more Sioux Falls school. Jefferson, thank you. They all attended, and we gathered in their gym at the Special Olympics building, and they did bingo and they decorated cookies, and Santa was there, and they played basketball, and you could make snowflake ornaments, and it was a lot of fun. It was a couple hours. Mr. Shaw drove us down in the new van, and then we just had a great afternoon. We were able to meet other groups. We were able to meet other kids. It was a really, really fun time. Do you all agree? Did I miss anything? Is it a good time? Yeah. Everyone went home with a prize, so that's good.
Hi, my name is Keisha Paradise. I am a junior. I am one of the vice presidents of Best Buddies. Besides our monthly events, another big event we do each month is door decorations for Bethel Nursing Home, Heritage Senior Living, and Peaceful Pines. Tamitha Osmus, who teaches second grade at St. Thomas, asked if our organization would like to partner with her school in making door decorations for the residents of those places. As said before, they take them and hang them on their doors to brighten up their living space. Each month we have 4 to 5 different stations in the lunchroom where we do some painting, traditional coloring, gluing, and crafting based on the theme for the month. In December we worked on January door decorations, which was snowman themed. We made 50 to 60 door decorations for the residents of those places.
So some of the activities that we have incorporated into Best Buddies is to going to athletic events. So far we've gone to a football game and we went to a volleyball game. And later, probably when we return from Christmas break, we will go to a girls' basketball and a boys' basketball game, and then we'll do our 50-50 in January too. And then we're attending for the very first time Madison Square Gardens, and Mr. Waba is going to hook us up with the link to be able to get the t-shirts, and we're all those who go are going to wear the t-shirts for their theme, which is Star Wars. So we plan to attend those events. Maybe in the future we'll go to a tennis or a track, but that's kind of what we've got on the list for now. And then, as I said earlier, if you would like to vote, we've got to win the title back. You are more than welcome to use the QR code to vote for our tree, or if you'd like to take a look at it in person, it's located across from the auditorium next to the vending machine, and you can't miss it. It was lit up, but now it's not, so just plug it in if you really want to see it lit. But yes, we did a terrific homemade Best Buddies Christmas tree. All of the ornaments were made during study hall. None of them came from a kit or a box. We just put them together, and yeah, we had a good time. We listened to Christmas music. And yeah, it was a good event.
Hi, my name is Carson Besser. I am a senior. I enjoy Best Buddies, and I have been a part of it since the beginning. You have heard it many times throughout this presentation that we do activities once a month. We will continue to do activities for the rest of the school year. In January, we will go bowling. In February, we will go to a movie called the cinema. In March, we will play board games, Guthrie Switches on snow. In April, we will do an Easter activity. In May, we will go out to the skate park at Lake Herman for a skate park adventure. Last year, we had a cookout and played yard games. My least favorite activity is pumpkin painting, but I did enjoy eating at Pizza Ranch. My favorite activity is coming up, which is bowling at Cherry Lanes. My highest score is 211. I hope to beat that score when we do our event in January. Thank you for taking the time to learn about Best Buddies.
That's it. Do you have any questions? Yes, don't forget to vote.
Yes, don't forget to vote. So I do have a question. The Christmas party that you went to yesterday, how many of you went?
Raise your hand if you went to it.
Okay.
Michael, raise your hand.
All right. Okay. Good. All right. So, and my question is, Mr. Shaw a good driver? No.
What?
I figured, but you know.
There were 10 students that attended.
10. That's awesome, you guys. And so there was other schools there. And so did you make some new friends? Michael, did you meet some new friends?
Yeah.
Did you? That's great. I'm glad you guys could go to that. And Mr. Shaw, thank you.
Oh, yeah, you bet.
For driving.
I was very thankful because that van is very big.
That is great. That is.
I can drive around in the city limits of Madison, outside of Worcester. So I'm glad he volunteered.
Not my house.
Yeah, I can make your house just fine. I did this evening.
Look at that kid.
Does anybody else have any questions? I do need to take a photo because Elsie
Yes.
is our Best Buddies main coordinator, and she puts all of our pictures into a database so that we show that we are holding up our end of Best Buddies.
Absolutely. So how do you want to take
It
it?
doesn't matter. We'll just have to group together, and the National Honor Society kids gotta go.
Okay.
I saw you looking at your watch. I heard.
Yes.
So I don't know if you want to just.
You want to have them all come around? Yeah, like right in front of you. Yeah, and then we can stand up.
Chris, we're gonna go up here. All right. Oh, that's my fault, Chris. I left that on. Thank you. All right. We follow David.
All right.
Yes, you can. You and Hazelton could get your photo when we're all done.
Great.
No, be ready. Oh, I know. When I get nervous, it gets red. It's okay. I don't know.
I'm Lori. You're Chris, right?
Slide over.
Nice to meet you.
You remember me from the library?
It's
been a while. Alright, Caden Avicia, can you go stand by Mr. Shu? Yep, he's in the green shirt. Do you want you and Carson go that way by Hazelton?
All right.
Or Mason, sorry.
Good picture.
Yeah, go by
Love your
Hazelton.
shirt.
Alright, Riley, we gotta get you a little pushed over. Go this way a little. Alright, I might be able to make this for the website. Alright, everybody look at me and say cheese. Cheese. Jordan, cheese.
Cheese.
Alright,
How about bulldogs?
Jordan, you ready? Bulldogs. We're gonna say it on the count of 3.
Okay.
So don't do
Reverts.
reverts. Alright, smile. Caden, look at Mr.
Caden
Shaw.
Reverts.
This is,
Look at Mr. Shaw.
look at Mrs.
Say bulldogs.
Bulldogs.
Alright, I think I got it.
Bulldogs.
There you go. Perfect.
Now you got it. I should have waited. Alright.
Thanks for coming, guys. Thank you guys.
Thank you
so
very
much.
much.
Good job, great to see you grow.
Yes, that's great. Thank you.
Good luck.
Where are the trees located?
Oh, here, let me show you.
That was excellent. Very
Let
good.
me, oh, they changed the rules this year. It's in, or well, last year, I guess. It's in each one of the buildings, you have to be a chamber member. And since the school's a chamber member, we were able to put our tree there.
So good job. Excellent.
They didn't.
Good job, Kaden.
They didn't do it downtown in the armory like they always did. And
You
usually,
too.
Thank you very
they
much.
let you vote that day.
Bye.
Tomorrow. Their armory event, they didn't.
Mr. Shaw. I knew that would not probably be
Yeah,
right.
we're good.
I was waiting for a comment from Caden, actually, but.
Kaden, you need to do.
Dave Reaver's talked the entire trip.
I believe it.
And then he didn't talk the entire time there, cut snowflakes, and then talk the entire time back.
I love it. Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah, you betcha. It's awesome.
It warmed my heart. Oh, that's great. Okay, well,
We lost
Mr.
Dan.
Who did we lose?
Dan.
Oh.
But I think
go
we
on.
moved this down though, to administrative report.
Yeah.
Okay, so, Mr. Jorgensen, you have a tough act to follow.
I can't even come close to topping that act.
No.
You're awesome.
No?
JLG, we've met with them again weekly and still continue to refine plans and try to put things together and on how we'll do bid packages coming up. Upcoming legislative session, I don't want to dwell on that in December since it's almost Christmas, but 1.25% is what was in the governor's budget for education and medical, well below the CPI. And then, of course, what caught our eye as a public school is the $4 million towards education savings accounts, and it's got to come from somewhere. It's one pot of money, so $4 million there. And then there was major cuts to the state library with a lot of the online services that we would be using. Major cut to South Dakota Broadcasting. So starting at ESA at $4 million. It comes from somewhere, so I'll just leave it at that. We'll get more into it once we get into January, but we've got a road ahead of us like every year, and we'll go out there and we'll present K-12 education and all we do, and we'll fight the fight. You know, we saw a number of years back when the tax credit started, and that was, I think it started at $2 million, then it went to $3.5 million, and then it went to $5 million. And when they brought it in, it was never going to have to change, and so that's $5 million already. If $4 million gets started in another program, that's $9 million, and it's being diverted from other projects for the state, whether it's roads, whether it's public library, whether it's whatever, schools. So we will follow that closely, and as session gets going, it's like any session, it's going to be more towards the end where we got to really be involved. So just be ready. We're going to showcase all the positive things we do in K-12 education.
Yeah.
So, and I feel good about that. We right now we haven't seen all the details, but we don't see any accountability with that proposal either. So I'm not going to say any more about that because we'll wait until January, February, and we'll see how it rolls out. But that's the main part. We're less than 2 weeks from the end of the semester, so it's gone by fast, which is good. It's a great sign. So activities are starting up now. I think our first, had our first wrestling already. Basketball, I think, is this weekend. Saturday it starts, so we're up and running, I guess, and going every direction imaginable. So you'll see a lot of buses and vans going in a lot of different directions as we move forward. So that's all I have.
That's great. Mr. Brooks, did you have anything? Okay, we got anything or questions or? All right. Thank you. All right, next agenda item is the second reading of the update to board policy GCDB, criminal background checks.
If you remember, I brought this one up 2 months ago and then got contacted a month ago, so I was waiting for clarification. And of course, I got clarification 2 days after the November board meeting. So the applicant, 30 days provided evidence. If there's an error omission, we had to add that. If you go down a little farther, there's no changes from 2 months ago where we had to make a couple changes. We had to slide up and add number 6 into it. And was contacted, and this is exactly what is acceptable for the background checks for us to continue doing them. So once we got some clarification, it made a whole lot more sense than what we were told in the beginning. So I would recommend that we update and approve the GCDB criminal background check.
Okay. All right, can I get a motion to approve GCDB criminal background checks?
So moved.
Steve, second.
Second.
By Jordan. Do we need any discussion on that? Hearing none, all those in favor, please vote by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. All right, the next agenda item is the first reading of proposed changes to board policy DID inventories.
So with this policy, the feds are changing their equipment amount to 10,000. The state is doing the same to ask schools kind of match that way when we do grants. But we thought maybe it's time to, we haven't really added the other pieces in our audits. We have more of this to find out. And so we thought we'd put our capitalization policy with our inventory policy. So our inventory didn't change all that much. We did strike the policy out. We did our inventory that'll be anything over $100 shall be inventoried, filed at the offices each year. Capital assets are lands, buildings, improvements, machineries, equipment. And then we added kind of leases, tangible and intangible. Like with our Wi-Fi, there's licensing, that's an intangible asset. So if it's over a certain amount, we then book and depreciate that. That's something we do, but we should probably have it on policy. So we added kind of our land, building improvements, machinery, and then what dollar amounts we would then add them as an asset, and then how we would depreciate them. And then we did leave that acquisition of, there's always a question of how do we use money between capital and general fund. That's kind of a definition that's in there, and that is a state statute. It's nice to have it in policy. So that's just first reading. If you look at other schools, there's many different policies for this. I pulled from a few different areas. And so this kind of thought would be a nice policy going forward. And it's just first reading. Any thoughts or changes, you can let me know anytime. We can bring them in for next.
Okay, and then if all is good, then next time we would vote on that.
Yeah.
Right, okay. All right, thank you. Consider approval of Huesman's Construction for construction management at risk services.
Yes, we narrowed it down to McGough and Hausman. We interviewed Mr. Hughes had in with Mr. Brooks and I. And again, both firms presented very well. You know, if they have anything else, you can sure add to it. Came down, when it was all said and done. Hausman's time frame was a little more aggressive, along with their overall percentage fee was just a fraction less than what McGough's was at. McGough or McGough? I say it wrong every time. McGough, yeah. So we were recommending to, so we can keep moving forward with this project and get them on board with JLG to start narrowing down estimated costs and work on the plan for the middle school area as far as the renovations of the room and what we would ask for in that part of the remodel part. So, I don't know, Mr. Brooks or Mr. Shute, do you need to add?
I think we were very lucky. I think we had 4 great proposals,
Yep.
and we narrowed down to 2. All of them were good, priced well. And it was hard to choose, but it was very, I think we're very fortunate to be where we're at with it. So.
Yes. Okay.
We were literally splitting hairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Between the two, so both were great.
And they're ready to get going. They want to be here yet later this week to start going through the building more, to
Great.
look into the rooms more, and start giving help to GLG on some of the planning.
And so what is the cost of that? How does that work?
2.45% of construction.
Yep.
And then we reimburse all of their setup fees and all their logistic fees.
Okay. All right, well, this is exciting, moving right ahead with everything. So we do need to have a board motion on this. So if I could go ahead and get a motion to approve Hughesman's Construction for construction management at-risk services.
So moved.
Okay, Steve, a second?
Second.
Second by Melanie. Do we need to have any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please vote by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Awesome. Okay, yay, exciting part. Review the 5-year capital outlay plan, Mr. Brooks. This is what I've been waiting for all night.
The 5-year capital outlay plan is really just to show what obligations we have out there, so you're always familiar with what we have.
Yes.
Part of it, we'll just start at the top, is our estimated revenue. So I got last year up there, I have this year's budget, and then going forward, it's just kind of a guesstimate where revenues we do get capped at CPI plus growth, and so that's usually 2.5, 3.5, so they fall in line with that. Other revenues, just some other things we kind of bring in from year to year, and then fund balance is if we're planning on using fund balance, and the only reason we typically use it if we have a big construction or a big project, and so that's why those next years show the fund balance usage. So that shows what we'd be bringing money from fund balance does count as revenue. And then that next box going across, that's our obligations, our long-term, our DSU facility agreement. That's what we pay each of those years. That state loan program, that finished last year, so we don't have that going forward anymore. We had that for 10 years. The middle school projected loan, I mean, this is just estimated, but we'll have, 3.5, 4 million available to us. We could loan 2.5 to 3 million. Payments go beyond the 5-year. That's up for kind of just a 4-year projection onto it, but then we just show that would be a potential obligation in the next 5 years. And then it just shows what, then what we do below, I just add that, just so you can see, but that shows us what we have remaining available for projects. We have, every year we have educational equipment, we have technology, we have our curriculum, we have our operations and maintenance. I did add the middle school project. In the year before we had it in there, it was up in the operations and maintenance, but I thought it'd be better to have it separated. And then our transportation, and that's bus cycle, vehicle cycle, and then the co-curricular, they have their different pieces that they buy each year from capital outlay. So just kind of showing, and I did want to, once we complete the middle school and we start paying towards it, we do want to set aside to kind of get our capital outlay back and be ready for what would be next. That's, whether it's 200 or not, it just shows that there's something going forward, so we're planning ahead. Anytime we don't have to loan the full amount, we save good money for our community. That's just kind of the overview. Nothing's firm or final, only as we pass the budget is something set.
How many years was the DSU agreement for?
30.
Yes, 30
30.
years, yeah.
And I thought that it was 75,000 and not 95.
It goes from 95 down to 70
Yeah,
something.
drops 5,000
Over
5 years.
after the first 5 years.
It drops so much each year.
And then it
Yeah.
goes to 75 into
Eventually.
until forever.
Yeah.
Okay. Just so if I get asked that question.
Yep,
Yeah,
every
yeah.
5 years it drops 5,000.
And that includes, how are they working the concessions?
Those are ours.
Okay, but wasn't there like I'll ask that. We'll ask that.
Yeah.
I'll ask the concession guys.
There's a learning curve to the concessions this year.
Yeah.
And it was the first year in the facility, so we had to
Yeah.
just on the go, to say the least, but it was a good problem to have.
Yeah. And then we'll have track over there this fall, or this spring, I mean.
And esports is practicing over there.
Esports is practicing, really?
They're
That's
practicing over
great.
there in that facility.
Wow, that's quite, the
Yeah, they
opportunity
like
for
that.
that
Yeah, that's like
club.
They like it.
Holy, that's impressive. Nice recruitment effort for DSU.
Yeah.
For future students. Okay, so, thank you, Mr. Brooks.
This is just something we review once a year, so I kind of bring it in December. So that's a good time to take a look at before we start planning.
And then when do we
budget for
have
next year.
that? I ask you every year,
The
where we have the planning for the,
we'll start collecting from the buildings and principals by January, February, and then in like March we'll
yeah.
get the list together and sorted, and then start going through narrowing down what we're gonna do.
Well, thank you very much. All right, next agenda item is executive session in accordance with SDCL 125-2, Section 6 for emergency management plan. And we will come out of that, hopefully with a motion, so.
This is something that was new, was started a year ago actually, where, when they do our reviews and stuff, they wanna see that it's been brought to the board, see what our plans are.
And two, we're fortunate that we get to discuss this in executive session, because that used to not happen.
Used to not be able to
Right.
really discuss it because it's not information that necessarily should be out.
Right, so, as soon as Ms. declare us out of executive session at 6:35 p.m. And could I get a motion to approve the emergency management plan presented by Mr. Jorgensen?
So moved.
Okay, Joel,
Second.
second by Melanie. Okay, and we will hold no discussion on that, so can I get a vote? All those in favor, please vote by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. All right, and I think now the next one is adjournment of the meeting. So moved by Mr. Jordan over there.
Second.
Second by Joel, not